What in the world is going on with Jonathan Kuminga? And are the Golden State Warriors about to make a decision that could haunt them for years to come, especially if it involves sending a burgeoning talent directly into the arms of division rival? The air around the Golden State Warriors front office is thick with anticipation, and frankly, a growing sense of unease. Jonathan Kuminga, a player whose raw talent has teased us with flashes of brilliance, remains in restricted free agency limbo. The silence from both sides, Kuminga and the Warriors, is deafening, and it speaks volumes about the unresolved tension that could define the team's immediate future. This isn't just a contract negotiation. It's a high-stakes poker game where the chips are Kuminga's potential, the Warriors' roster flexibility, and potentially their standing in the cutthroat Western Conference. The reality is stark. If a long-term deal can't be struck, the prospect of a sign-and trade looms larger with each passing day. It's a bitter pill to swallow, but the alternative, watching Kuminga walk away next summer for absolutely nothing, is simply untenable for a franchise that prides itself on shrewd asset management. The front office, led by the ever-involved Joe Lacob, must weigh the pain of letting go against the catastrophic loss of a valuable asset. This isn't just about money. It's about strategic foresight and preventing a future what-if scenario from becoming a painful reality. And if a sign-and-trade is indeed the path the Warriors are forced to take, all signs point to one particular suitor emerging as a front-runner: the Sacramento Kings. Yes, you heard that right. Our very own Northern California rivals. The whispers around the league have centered on a package built around Malik Monk, a dynamic guard who could undoubtedly bring a different offensive spark to the Warriors. On paper, it might seem like a reasonable exchange, a way to salvage value from a potentially lost situation. But as always, the devil is in the details, and the emotional and strategic complexities of such a move are far more intricate than a simple player-for-player swap. According to Sam Amick of The Athletic, who recently shared his insights on the Carmichael Dave Show on Sackdown Sports 1140, there's a significant roadblock in the form of Joe Lacob himself. Lacob, the Warriors' passionate and hands-on owner, reportedly harbors a deep affection for Jonathan Kuminga. This isn't just a transactional relationship. It's a belief in the player's untapped potential, a vision of what Kuminga could become in a Warriors uniform. But beyond that personal attachment, there's a profound reluctance to see Kuminga not just leave, but to thrive with a direct competitor, especially one led by Vivek Ranadive, a former Warriors minority owner. Imagine the scenario, Warriors fans. Kuminga, wearing purple and black, exploding for 20-plus points against us, showcasing the very star potential we've been patiently waiting for. The thought alone is enough to send shivers down your spine. Amick's reporting suggests that this "what if Kuminga explodes" factor, coupled with the personal dynamics between ownership groups, is playing a subtle but significant role in Lacob's hesitation. It's not the primary obstacle, of course. The core contractual impasse remains paramount, but it's an underlying current that adds layers of complexity to an already difficult decision. It's the kind of emotional baggage that can sway even the most rational of business decisions in the high-stakes world of professional sports. The strategic nightmare of Kuminga joining the Kings is undeniable. He wouldn't just be in the same conference. He'd be in the same division. That means 4 regular season matchups a year, where Kuminga could potentially be a thorn in the Warriors' side, a constant reminder of what might have been. His development, his growth, his potential star turn, all happening in our backyard, directly impacting our playoff aspirations. It's a scenario that any competitive owner would naturally want to avoid. The reluctance to empower a rival, especially one we face so frequently, is entirely logical from a competitive standpoint. This is precisely why, as Amick points out, Lacob might be far more amenable to sending Kuminga to a team like the Chicago Bulls. A move to the Eastern Conference would mitigate the direct competitive threat. Kuminga would only face the Warriors twice a year, and a potential explosion would have far less direct impact on Golden State's playoff seeding or divisional dominance. It's a classic case of choosing the lesser of two evils, a strategic retreat that minimizes the damage rather than inviting a direct confrontation with a former asset. The geographic and conference implications are not minor details. They are critical components of any potential sign-and trade calculus. Of course, we must not forget the possibility that Kuminga could still remain a Warrior, A recent report from ESPN's Anthony Slater offered a glimmer of hope, suggesting that Kuminga would sign his current deal if the final year were converted into a player option. This would give him more control over his future, a common demand for young players seeking security and flexibility. Whether the Warriors are willing to concede this point remains the million-dollar question. It's a negotiation that could swing either way, a delicate balance between retaining a promising talent and maintaining financial and roster flexibility. But for now, the restricted free agency of Jonathan Kuminga is a dark cloud hanging over the Warriors' efforts to finalize their roster. Every day that passes without a resolution is a day the team isn't fully optimized, a day where a key piece of their future remains uncertain. This isn't just about Kuminga. It's about the ripple effect on the entire team, the ability to make other moves, and the overall chemistry heading into what promises to be another incredibly competitive season. The front office is under immense pressure to explore every single option, to leave no stone unturned, and to make a decision that protects the franchise's long-term interests while also addressing the immediate needs of a championship-contending squad. This Kuminga saga is more than just a contract dispute. It's a defining moment for the Golden State Warriors. It forces them to confront difficult questions about asset management, competitive strategy, and the emotional ties that bind ownership to their players. Do they risk empowering a rival to avoid losing Kuminga for nothing? Do they concede a player option to retain him? Or do they find a third, less painful path? The answers will not only shape the immediate future of the roster, but could also have lasting implications for the team's competitive landscape for years to come. The stakes are incredibly high, and the path forward is anything but clear. What do you think, Warriors fans? Should the team bite the bullet and trade Kuminga to the Kings if it means getting Malik Monk? Or is Joe Lackabright to resist sending a potential star to a division rival? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth Warriors analysis and news. We want to hear from you.